gonna deserve that, that thing pull up on God.
Ain't no more class in the stars. Ain't no more black on my shine. Ain't no rain on my fall. Balance is a hard. Nigga, what's mine, not yours. I'ma go take my charge. Sound the salute. Will be the sound of the alarm. These niggas that's down for the cause. Who can I call? Nigga, I'm a ball till I fall. Nigga, I'm filing no calls. They ain't be taking their time. I'm on the block. Taking they grind. I'm on the clock. Nigga, I'm breaking my spine. Yeah, taking what's mine. Worry about you. I ain't even know your top. Nigga, I'm worried about mine. Selfish ass nigga. No, you can't have no dime. I'm selling with my kind. Nigga, I don't switch no sides. I don't know you. Nigga can't have my prize. Niggas be talking. I don't even stand out walking. Niggas don't hear no cry.
Hello, family. Welcome to USA Podcast. Today, we're going to jump right into the Kendrick Lamar Drake feud. It's ongoing, and it seems like it's never ending. We just had the Super Bowl a week or two ago, and Kendrick Lamar put on a halftime show for the ages, and we still having fallout from that. So we're going to talk about that a little bit and see what are y'all thoughts about how did that Super Bowl halftime show go, and was it appropriate for Kendrick Lamar to do Not Like Us on the Super Bowl stage? Well, he performed the song, and Drake had threatened to sue. He said that he was going to sue Universal Music Group if Kendrick Lamar performs that song at the Super Bowl, which he did. Now, a couple of things we need to keep in mind. Both artists are signed by the same record label, Universal Music Group, and it's one of the biggest music companies in the world. And they both are artists for Universal. Now, Drake said he was going to sue Universal if they let the song be played during the Super Bowl because of different lyrics in the song. Everybody knows the song by now. And Drake and Kendrick Lamar was calling Drake a pedophile, accusing him of sleeping, liking underage girls, high school girls, and things of that nature. And it was very derogatory toward Drake. But it was the song of the year. Won 5 Grammys and played everywhere on every station. And it's going over a year now. And the song is still hot. Well, at the Super Bowl, Drake brought out 2 of Drake's ex-girlfriends to sing. One of them was singing and one of them was dancing. The one that was dancing during the Crip Walk was Serena Williams. And they had Samuel L. Jackson dressed up like Uncle Sam. And it seemed like we had an all-black cast doing the Super Bowl show. Now, to me, the Super Bowl show was great, except for a few things that I'd like to talk about. I did not like the fact that we had 2 African Americans going at it on a big stage like that. And basically, saying derogatory things about one of them. I didn't like that part of it, even though Kendrick Lamar did not use the word pedophile. That was taken out of the show, which was great. But everybody understood what was going on. Everybody knew what the connotations were, and it was not good for Drake. According to reports, Drake was in Australia while the Super Bowl was going on, doing a concert of his own. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Now, we have a lot of people that was mad about Serena Williams being out there crip walking. Serena Williams at one time was a girlfriend of Drake's some years ago. And they had a messy breakup. There was a lot of stuff that went along with that, and we'll talk about a few things. From Serena's camp, they said Drake was trolling. He was a pest. He was a nuisance. He always say the wrong thing. So she really did not like him. So the relationship ended up breaking up for whatever reasons. It was a breakup. But Drake didn't take that nicely. He continued to troll her even after she got married. He trolled her. He said things about her husband. He called her husband a big groupie, whereas her husband replied that I am my wife's biggest groupie. Drake was on a talk show, and he was asked about Serena, and the talk show host told him that Serena was pregnant, And his reply was, "That's unfortunate." You see, Drake, he puts his foot in his mouth so much that when people call him on it, he's mad and upset. It's ridiculous. He was at a concert over there in Australia and couldn't help to still talk about DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan played for Toronto. He is from Compton. He appeared on the video with Kendrick Lamar. Drake took offense to that. Now Drake made comments about, if somebody put his jersey up in the rafters, I will climb up there and take it down. And it didn't stop there. He's at a concert. He has a DeMar DeRozan jersey. He's looking at it. He's swinging it around, and he slams it down in the audience. Just throws it out. Just total disrespect. He won't let it go. Drake, over the years, he said a lot of things about black people. He said some things about slavery. He said that basically he don't identify himself as being black. He is Jewish. His father's Jewish. He's Jewish. He talks about different things that we don't talk about. It's almost like he's not like us, according to what Kendrick Lamar said, and Drake bringing us all on himself. Okay? In his lyrics, he talked about getting under my skin, pretty young thing. He talks about teenage fever. He talks about high school girls getting pictures and things like that, which helps create the narrative that Drake likes young underage girls because he says it out of his own mouth. And now he's mad because all of the things he's saying is coming back to haunt him. Now, Drake, when you were on top, nobody said anything. You were the talk of the town. You were the next best thing until you ran into Kendrick Lamar. And now, because of Not Like Us, it has turned your career upside down. And you're mad about it. So I want to ask everybody, do you think this feud was justified? And should it end? Because I don't like to see two black people arguing on TV and saying derogatory things about one another. That is not right. But what we got to understand is you got to be careful about the things you say and the people you criticize. When your biggest supporters are black people, you can't alienate them. You can't expect them to buy your music and then talk bad about them. You can't talk about being with underage women. That is something that we as a people and as a black community do not tolerate. The young people are so precious to us that we don't want any type of corruption their way, especially with someone that's older. High school kids are off. And it's throughout your lyrics, Drake. You talk about high school kids. You talk about the young girls that you like. Over the years, you talked about you did not like black women. You liked white girls, light-skinned people. You had something against dark-skinned people. Now it's coming back to haunt you. Lil Wayne used to say the same type of thing, and we see where Lil Wayne's career is headed. Pretty brown girl, you would look better red. He said all of those types of things, and now he's in the same boat with you. Lil Wayne was disappointed because he did not get the nod to do the Super Bowl. He didn't even get asked to do an appearance. And that's because Lil Wayne is trash right now. His voice is gone. He's nothing more than a drug addict that's clout chasing at this point. Right now, Kendrick Lamar is the voice of rap right now. He's very deep. He talks about things that people are afraid to talk about. As far as the feud, it was one-sided. The rap battle is over. He destroyed Drake. Drake's dead now. And hope this die down so he can revive his career somewhat. But what he have to do is, he have to apologize to the black community about the things that he said. It's not Kendrick Lamar that needs to stop and apologize. It's Drake. He needs to apologize to Serena Williams, DeMar DeRozan, to the black community, to the black people that he said negative things about slavery. Those types of things that people won't forget. No matter where you go, you can go to Australia and hide. It's not going to erase the fact of the things that you said. Now, Stephen A., he chimed in on it. And he said that Serena Williams, if I was married to Serena Williams, I would divorce her ass because what are you doing trolling your ex? Now, I know he said it to try to get a response out of people, and he probably meant it. But this is what I say to Stephen A. When you make comments like that, if you were married. Well, obviously, you're not married. You're not married for a reason. Why are you not married? Nobody probably put up with that big mouth of yours. So that right there eliminates you from even commenting on this. You're not married. Have you ever been married? Or, would anybody tolerate your mouth? Stephen A., we like you as far as being a voice out there that sparks controversy. We love that about you. But then sometimes you'll say something like this that'll make a person have to remind you of who you are. You're someone that's not such a ladies' man as far as we know. And so for you to say something like that, you're not walking in nobody's shoes. So you couldn't say that. Now, obviously it was all right with her husband. He didn't have a problem with it. He knows what's been going on with Drake, how Drake has been trolling, how Drake has been talking derogatory about him on the internet, wherever he can. So it was obvious that it was okay with him for his wife, the ex-girlfriend of Drake, that everyone knows, to get up on stage, because she is from Compton, and to crip walk, to do her dance. She have done it before. She done it after a tennis match she's won. So there's nothing new with Serena Williams. So for Stephen A. to chime in on it like that was such a big deal that he would divorce his wife or something like that was so idiotic, especially coming from someone that's not even married. He has no idea. And had he thought it through, he would have shut his big mouth on that, because this was show business. This was all done for show. It was all done to get back at Drake, because she wanted to get back at Drake. Out of her own mouth, she said that how Drake had been trolling, how Drake has did this, how Drake had did that. Just like a little boy after nobody want to play with him anymore. He's crying, he's throwing a tantrum, and it's silly. And it's silly. And she was tired of it. So she got a chance to get back at him, and she did, which I found was in good taste, in my opinion. Drake is getting everything that he deserved. Once you get into this battle rap type of thing, anything goes. Nothing's off limits. So what I like to say to everybody about this rap battle and Kendrick Lamar and Drake. At this point, Drake is finished. There's nothing else that can be said. Everybody has made up their opinion. Drake, everybody's right now saying you're not like us, because out of your mouth you proved you're not like us. You said things that if you were like us, you wouldn't have said. And you can't take that back, no matter what you do. You can run to Australia and do a concert over there, down under, and talk about people over here, but it's still going to get back. So what's going to happen when you have to go to Compton and do a concert, if you ever plan on doing that again? Do you think DeMar DeRozan is going to forget what you said about him? Do you think all the black people are going to forget what you said about them? You see, so you dug this hole yourself, and you got to get out of it yourself. So my advice to you is to quit the quick gimmicks you did, like walking around with a shirt with bullet holes in it with smoke coming out of it. You look ridiculous. You look ridiculous. That didn't work. I don't know what you were trying to say, what you were trying to convey, but it came off as stupid again. So Drake, it's obvious you're not like us. You're not like us. You said it, you proved it, and now you need us. You need us, but everybody is Team K-Dot now, which we always been. K-Dot, he loves to empower the black community. He loves to give us information about the history of the black community. You know, he tells people things that he knows that they may not know, their origins, who they are, you know, to believe in a higher power, to believe in God, to be proud to be black. Don't never hold your head down. You know, listen to K-Dot music is very inspiring. It's the total opposite of Dre's garbage, where all he talks about is being with young girls. And that is something that we in the black community, we don't want to hear anymore. So as far as what's going on in the feud, I'm hoping it's over with right now, because I do not like to see two black people at war like that. Even though one of them don't consider himself black, I don't like what's going on here. So if I were you, Drake, I would go online and apologize. Apologize to the black community. Apologize for ever stepping foot in the ring with Kendrick Lamar. Bow out gracefully, and maybe the black community will forgive you for all the things you've said over the years, which now is coming back to haunt you. So, a word of advice to you, Drake: stop putting your foot in your mouth, stop talking bad about the black community, and please, don't say anything else about Kendrick Lamar, because that's not good for your career. This is David at USA Podcast. Thank you.